Welcome, welcome. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to having you guys meet our principal founder, Peter, here in a second, as I have him hop on in a few minutes. Go ahead and turn on your cameras. On behalf of Partner Driven, my name is Roland. Welcome to our Q&A, an opportunity to hear directly from our founder, Peter. Ronnie, welcome, welcome. Wes, good to put a face to the name there. Glad you made the call. Glad you made the call. As I mentioned, I do have our principal founder, Peter, joining us here in a second. The gentleman that put all this together, the guy that had, the thought a decade ago plus, how can we help folks across the country, bottom line, do more deals? And if you think about any business, no matter what industry it may be, if you're looking to scale any business, typically, you've got to throw more money at it. Would you agree, Ronnie? Like if you had a landscaping business, you want to have two lawn mowers, guess what? You got to expand, throw more money at it. If you own a PI injury firm, you got to throw more money at it. No different with real estate. You've got to throw more money at it, typically. And for solo investors, that can be a challenge. That can be a challenge. Well, we've come up with a way, at least our founders did, where again, we are 100% of the deal, 100% of the rehab, help you manage that. Of course, if you have some skill set there, you can be a part of it. But bottom line, you get a chance to focus on acquisition. What truly moves the needle of your business, acquisition, finding deals, shaking hands, kissing babies, do what you got to do to find the deals. And of course, you parlay those profits into any other vertical of real estate that you want to be a part of. So again, for the right person, this could be an amazing opportunity. But again, you get to hear directly from the man who put all that together. While we are waiting for him, real quickly, we'd like to keep these small, intimate, a chance for you to get to know us to get to know you. So if I can have maybe a volunteer introduce yourself, say where you're from, background in real estate, if any, and what it is you're looking forward to do. Either Wes or Ron. Ronnie, feel free to unmute your line, say hello.
Hello. Hey, I'm from California, Northern California to be exact. I live east of the Bay Area, which is like San Francisco, San Jose, and stuff. So it's a good market over here. That's why I plan on getting into this. I've done one fix and flip with my dad, but I do plan on doing this on my own. And yeah, I have construction experience and stuff, but I know to really scale, you have to be really hands off on the labor and then be on the supervising side or things like that, you know. Yeah, I look forward to seeing what we can do here.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I like what you said, Ronnie, because at the end of the day, you're done with one deal. The last thing you want is to sit around twirling your thumbs because you don't have a next project or a project after that, right?
Yes.
So glad you're on the call. Can't wait for you to again to meet Peter. I think you were on the Tuesday call, right? Last
Yes.
Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I recognize your face. But now you get a chance to really have a sit down with Pete here. And Wes, I know you and I spoke, but again, for everyone here, love to give a quick intro if you don't mind.
Yeah, my name is Wesley. I'm originally from Mississippi, but I just recently moved to Dallas, Texas. I started off as a real estate agent in 2023 in Mississippi. Did a few deals helping people buy and sell, and then I, of course, came to the realization if I really wanted to scale this out and really make money at it and build a real business, I needed to be part of the ownership side. So I've done three flips, one in Horn Lake, Mississippi, one in Columbia, Mississippi, and another in Hattiesburg. The last two are one's under contract, so that one will be selling soon. Then I got another one. It's listed, but we haven't sold it yet. And then I'd have experience with wholesaling, so finding off-market deals and connected them with other investors and stuff like that. In the short term, while waiting on my flips to sell, that's what I've been doing, kind of trying to stack cash and move on to the next flip and the next deal. Yeah, that's about it.
Absolutely. Love it, Wes. Love it. Love it. Exactly why the gentleman that just came on the line, Peter here, put all this together is to help y'all do more. Because let's face it, if you're looking to just do one or two deals a year, hey, you may not need us. But if you're looking to scale and do one or two deals a month, like many of our partners that our founder Peter has helped put together, talk about the right place, the right time, the right opportunity. And I can't think of anyone better for y'all to hear directly from than our founder, Peter. Peter still in the game, 4,000 deals, very involved in the process, and really the best person to have in your corner. Pete, Thank you for joining us on the line today. Got a couple of gentlemen here looking to partner up. Just want to meet you real quick, face to face, one on one. So thanks, Pete, for joining the call.
Love it, love it. Well, thanks for being here, guys. Thursdays are special days. Whenever they ask me to come on, my team tells me, "Hey, do you mind jumping on?" We got one or two people that are going to join us. They're basically in a position where they're ready to get started, but they may have not connected with me directly yet. I think one of you, I can't remember, was Wes or Ronnie. I think maybe it was Ronnie. You said you've already been on one of my meetings, so I'm not gonna say anything new because what I do is the same stuff. I don't have a year's worth of material of information. I just tell people what I do. I like to keep it short and brief on Thursdays and just flip it over to you guys to see if you have any questions. But I did catch kind of the latter part of what Roland. Sorry guys, my wife this morning said, it'd be cool to let's grab a plane and let's go to Savannah this weekend. So I chartered a flight, and I'm literally waiting for them to. When you do that, they got to give you a yay or a nay. It works a little bit different than the airline. So I'm supposed to get a yay or nay, and I always like to get it right up front so I could tell my wife. Otherwise, she gets really disappointed if we can't get one of those. Anyway, so I apologize if I look at the phone. But I think, Ron, you've already seen it. Wes, I think I texted you this morning, didn't I? Yeah. So I've heard your story also. I'm going to spend a couple of minutes. Really, it doesn't take more than a couple of minutes. I'm going to go through what, Ronnie, you've heard me say already. Wes, you probably heard. Are you talking to David or Roland?
Roland.
Roland. Okay, so you're talking to Roland already, so you pretty much understand what I do. So I want to take a couple minutes, kind of go briefly one more time what it is I do, and then I just want to, Wes, Ronnie, just flip it over to you guys and to see if you have any questions for me. But I assume you guys are if you're here, that means you want to do this. I'm just kind of taking that assumption. So if there may be some lingering questions, maybe something's not clear, just let me know, and we'll hit on those also. But the one thing I always like to tell people is what I do is not up for trial. This is not us trying to figure out, well, I wonder if what a Pete does works. I wonder if there's people I've done 4,000 deals. 100% of all my deals are with individuals like you guys. So what I do works. We're beyond that. And where I am right now in this model is not whether or not this works. Obviously it works. I'm kind of at the fine tuning of this model because I want it to work better and better and better and better. And there's some things that I'm doing with my partners right now that probably don't have time to get into today that are absolutely just earth-shattering. Like I'm getting this to the point with my partners, and I know from the outside looking in, this is kind of hard to really even comprehend what I'm going to tell you right now. That's why I don't want to spend too much time doing it. But I'm getting this to the point where my partners literally would be on their cell phones hitting buttons and deals are coming to them. Like, I know it sounds like too good to be true. Is that possible? Yeah. It's not too good to be true. It is possible. We already have some partners I'm doing this with. And so this is just absolutely transformational. But let me just kind of hit on the three. And Ronnie, you heard me talk. I talk about the three pillars. What I do, really, I break it up, is really stands on three separate pillars. These three pillars make what I do possible. This is why, and by the way, remember, all of my deals are with my partners like you guys. But this is why deals in all 50 states, every single major city, just about every single second and third tier city. Like I live in Atlanta, I'd consider that to be like a second or third tier city. So just about in every single second and third tier city, and more deals than all these areas I just combined in areas none of you guys ever heard of. Like doing deals in little towns of 500 people where people say you can't do real estate. It's all guru stuff to grab your money so they could teach you some stuff that's not even a reality. You could do this anywhere if you know what you're doing. So the results of what we're doing are staggering. The industry norm right now, this is like, take me out of it, take everything out of it. Just look at the whole real estate industry. Less than 1% of people ever gain any traction. Forget making money. I'm talking about even gaining any traction on getting deals done. And that's a terrible, terrible statistic, right? Like if you think about it, real estate is one of the industries that like half the United States wants to be in. But the statistics of success are the kind that none of you guys would ever accept in anything you do, right? Like you would never walk into a hospital that's got a marquee up front that says less than 1% of people walk out alive, right? You wouldn't go to a grocery store that's got a sign that says, 99% of our food is rotten. You wouldn't even, I kid around about it, but it's so true. You wouldn't even leave your stupid car at a car mechanic shop that fixes only 1%. But somehow this industry has absolutely, like, I don't know if they spun the wool over people's eyes or they've just kind of, I always say whoever came up with this industry is a genius. They got half the US wanting to be in this business and the worst success rate of anything. And by the way, that's always been my mission. Aside from just doing more deals and partnering with people like you guys and helping individual partners like you all, my mission has always been to flip this whole industry upside down. Like my mission has been to create such an environment for my partners that literally everyday people, I don't care if you're East Coast, West Coast, up north, south, I don't care if you got experience, I don't care if you don't have experience, I don't care if you're financially rich or not quite there. I don't care about any of that. My mission has always been to create a very, very even-keeled, plain, very equalizing type of a playing field where literally anybody can jump in, follow what I do, and start doing deals. And that's basically where we are right now. I mean, not only do I have more people like you guys doing deals than any other group, any other organization, any other company in the United States, but I have more partners like you guys doing many deals than ever before. Not just like I got lucky kind of a thing. I mean, I have partners we're doing, 12, 13, 14, 15 deals at a time. Not like 12, 13, 14 over a period of time, like at a time, crushing it like that. So anyway, it's very exciting times to be doing what I'm doing, to be one of my partners. I'm going to lay it out one more time, the 3 pillars, because once you understand these 3 pillars, you get it. Like once you get it, like you're like, okay, now I understand how this thing is set up. Then what I do is very logical. All right, and I do want to go through it pretty quickly because I really do. This is just, it's really your time. I want to give you the opportunity to talk to me, ask me whatever questions you may want to ask me and anything like that. But these are the 3 pillars. Pillar number 1 is really the biggest pillar of all of this. It's the foundational pillar. It's the one that actually took me the longest to put together. It took me years to put pillar number 1 together. From the time I started partnering with people to where I am today, this first pillar was the thing that made what I do possible. And pillar number 1 simply has this this thought process behind it, that this is a hard business. This is a hard business. This is why I share statistics like less than 1% of success in this business, less than 1% of people are able to do more in one deal, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. It's a hard business. And anybody that tries this business, I've never heard anyone get into real estate and say, this is the easiest thing I've ever done. I can't believe I didn't do this 100 years ago. Like, this is just like taking candy from a baby. It is not. And anybody tells you real estate is easy is BSing you. It is a difficult business for a lot of reasons. People say, well, it's difficult because you need money. Yeah, but not really. It's difficult because of whatever. No, what makes this such a freaking hard business to make money in, it's got so many moving pieces. And all these pieces have to come together. Whereas in so many other things in life, you could be good at something and that something could absolutely just propel you to success. Real estate, if you're doing this by yourself, you better be good at like a bunch of things. Raising capital, make sure you know how to pick the right attorneys, how to work with the contractors, how to pick the right deals. I mean, I can give you a litany of and any one of those mistakes, you could be dead on in the deal and do 19 things right and do one thing wrong, and that deal comes crashing down. So that, in my opinion, is really the thing that makes what we do so difficult, and why the success rate because of that is through the roof, bottom, awful. So pillar number 1 basically was my understanding of what I just explained to you, what a lot of you guys get without me telling you this. And so what pillar number 1 is this. It took me years to get here, but this is where it is now. My team and I will execute 90% of the deals you guys find. So we take all that difficultness. That's probably not a word, but if it's a word, I definitely mispronounce it. We take all the difficult stuff out of it, and we take it upon our shoulders to make sure it's done correctly, because we've done thousands of these. And we as much guarantee success for our partners as much as possible. So what does that specifically mean? The partner's responsibility when you're doing deals with me is to basically get involved and help us find the deal. Now, let me put a little caveat into there. Even though that's your as a partner responsibility, we actually get involved with you on that also, and I'll get into that in a minute. But really, that is your responsibility. That's about, out of 100% of this deal, that's about 5 to 10% of the deal. Help us find that deal. My team and I handle the rest. We create a whole community for you to get a good perspective and understanding how this whole works. We train our partners every single day, most of the time, multiple times a day. So we show you how to find deals at levels that I've never had a partner start with me and tell me, wow, I knew all of everything you taught me. That never happened. There's just things I know about this business after doing thousands of these. You just don't know. I mean, it's not by the way, it's not a cocky way, not face way, it's just experience way. Okay. So we have training, support, infrastructure. Number two, we have a whole underwriting system. So as you bring the deals in, the underwriting, boom, boom, boom. The reason that's an important component that most people overlook is that, and for those of you that are in this business, you'll agree with what I'm about to tell you. If you ever want to waste time in life, real estate is a perfect business for that. I mean, you could literally work this business 24/7 and have zero to show for it. And so the reason that our underwriting systems are so important, another way of wording the underwriting is that it's like we tell you, are you on track? Continue doing it. You're not wasting your time. Good deals. Come on. Or are you going in totally left field? So it's kind of a green light, red light. Very, very important. Powerful. So community, infrastructure, training, support, underwriting. Next piece is we have a very specific system. We show our partners how to do price drops. Okay, again, another thing that most people don't think about, but the quickest way to create a deal out of no deal, or the quickest way to make a better deal out of what is already a deal, is to learn how to drop prices. There's nothing to be more effective in terms of creating better spreads than to drop prices. You know, I, as somebody that's negotiated tens of thousands of deals, I consider myself, and again, it's all because of experience, to be the best negotiators out there. And so we have a system that will show you how to drive prices, how to take a, $100,000 home and boom, boom, boom. Now it's 80,000 or now it's 70 or $60,000. That will have the biggest impact on your bottom line in terms of doing deals with me. So training, support, infrastructure, community, underwriting system, and boom, negotiations, price dropping system. Next, we have a closing department. Again, something most people don't think about when they get in the space, but closing matters, and it takes time, and it could get convoluted and can get confusing. Mary, who's been with me for about 15 years, closes all of my partner deals. Phenomenal. Best closing coordinator that exists in the United States. I would put her up against hedge funds who are, maybe buying, millions of dollars of real estate more than we do. By the way, hedge funds are the only people that do more of this than we do, but that's because hedge funds, they don't really care. They don't have it's not their money. They just want to spend it, right? So they buy indiscriminately. But Mary is a better coordinator of closing things than even any hedge fund in the United States. So we handle the closing for you. The next piece, obviously, you already know this, so I'm not going to spend really any time on it. I put up all the capital from zero to whatever is needed. There is nothing you could ask that would say, well, no, you got to fund that. Earnest money, deposits, purchase, rehabs, carrying costs, insurance, taxes, budget overruns, 100% of the capital. Clear. But the other side is overlooked. But that other side is just as important. I assume all the risk and the liability. which means you can't lose. Even if the deal loses, and by the way, deals sometimes still lose. That's real estate, right? It just happens. It's on me. My partner, there's times where last year I had to stroke a check for over $100,000 to sell a house because we just totally, the deal went south. The partner lost zero. I stroked the check for 100,000 to make the deal work. So what I just explained to you is the perfect business. You have zero liability and zero chance of losing even a dollar, and you have 100% of the upside. Forget real estate. Show me another business in the United States that you could do that with. Definitely you can't do that in real estate, right? So put up all the capital, assume the risk. We have construction crews that could be deployed anywhere in the United States for your deals. So if you don't know how to fix it, or you're not a GC, or you don't have contacts there, we got that handled, no problem. And then we just exit the deals, let's say sell the properties, and we split the profits down the middle, 50-50, okay? Everything I just mentioned, that is my team and I's responsibility. By the way, you're part of the process all the way through, because we want you to learn and understand, and yourself to become a savvy investor ultimately. But everything I just said, we handle all of that for you, okay? That's why this is such a perfect business. You help us find it with our teams, our resources, training, our infrastructure. So even in the piece we ask you to help us with, we still get very involved with you on, but the rest, my team and I handle, okay? That makes this such a beautiful business. Pillar number two. Pillar number two simply says this. Well, you still got to find the deal. And even with our training and our support, that's still not an easy task, let's face it. That's what pillar number two is. Pillar number two simply says this. When I started building pillar number two out, I said I wanted to make it that finding deals that I would want to do easier than anything that exists in the United States when it comes to finding deals. That was my mission. Like literally, when I started building it out, I was like, how do I make doing deals with myself, with my team, easier than finding deals definitely finding deals for yourself, guaranteed that. But maybe you're involved with another partner, something like that. And so how I went about that is very simple. Instead of just using one strategy, which is what most investors do and use, most investors, like they're fix and flippers, wholesalers, creative people, developer, whatever, a lot of strategies. I said, how you make it as easy as possible for my partners to find deals. I said, I'm going to do all of these strategies. And when you do all of these strategies, you take fairly tight buy box for each one of these strategies, right? And I just piled on about 11 different strategies on top of each other. So I took a small buy box of any one of these strategies, and I expanded it by putting a second strategy, and expanded by third strategy, fourth. Makes sense? So when I stacked 11 strategies upon each other, finding deals that I'd be interested in doing that are what we call deals here is easier than you could ever imagine. I also put in different types of real estate in there, like houses. We could do mobile homes. We could do modular homes. We could do land deals, getting into new construction, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. When you pile that together, the ease of finding deals goes through the roof. And so that's pillar number two. Make the one piece that we ask you to do as easy as humanly possible. And pillar number three is a very, very powerful pillar. And that's the one I'm kind of in the process of fine-tuning, finishing off right now. That's what I kind of teased you guys with a little bit ago. It basically says that you, as an investor, do not have to find deals. I know it sounds crazy. Pillar number three says the deals can find you. You could literally get in this business and not have to look for deals. I know it sounds like a lot of people are like, what? How is that possible? Yes, it's possible. And that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. We've actually just released our tool for it. It's called Telios. And basically what Telios does is it puts you in a position that deals come to you, and that's pillar number three. So pillar number one, we do 90 to 95% of the deal. Pillar number two, Pillar number 2, I have the biggest buy box that exists in the United States, so finding deals for myself and my team is easier than anything that exists. And pillar number 3 says you don't have to go out there if you don't want to, knock on doors, make cold calls, put bandit signs out. With our technology, with our AI, deals can actually start coming to you. Those are the 3 pillars that make what I do possible. This is why I have more partners doing more deals than any company, any organization, anything out there right now in the United States. So that's the model. I assume if you guys are here, you already know this. You're probably hearing this for the second or third time. I'd say probably at this point it's time to make a decision. But I do want to give you guys a chance to ask me anything. Like if there's something that's still maybe a little bit gray or you're not clear on, this is your chance to kind of like, okay, or maybe just share a little bit about you and why you want to partner with me and all that. I guess no rules at this point. So just take yourself off mute and we're all adults here and fire away. Who's going to go first?
Yeah, quick question. So, hey, so you said you got a really big buy box, but I know being in real estate that we still have particular details within that buy box of what we look for. So I was just curious, like, what is like your criteria, like for deals that make sense to you guys? Is it
I
just
could
the
do
single
deals
family
all the
ones?
way down to just as a little bit equity, down to 10% equity. Obviously, the
Okay.
more equity, the better. And you know, I could even
Okay.
sometimes go a little bit tighter than that. So
And is that like to like 10% of the ARV or just 10% total?
yeah, 10% equity off as is number actually even.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't get to 4,000 deals by having a tough buy box. Let's put it this way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, if you
Yeah,
got
man. Just common
4,000
sense. Yeah.
ARV,
Finding deals for me is a
no
billion
problem.
times easier than finding deals for anyone out there, including any individual. I guarantee you that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And then is it just like single family units that you guys are looking for, or do
Single
y'all have
family, duplexes, triplexes, quads, mobile homes, modular homes, townhomes, condos, land deals. We're slowly easing into new construction and all that kind of stuff.
okay. Okay. But no
By the way,
like
Wes, that's another reason why finding deals for me. So it's not just different strategies; it's different types of properties. That's
so
the
no
answer to my box itself.
so no multifamily or commercial.
Not in the first couple. Once we get comfortable with each other, we could discuss whatever. But first couple, we're going to do no-brainer stuff.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's all I have right now off the top of my head.
Perfect. So I understand you're getting started with this, right?
Yeah, yeah, should be. Everything sounds pretty good. Yeah, after that, I mean, really just putting the deals together, finding deals for you guys.
We'll explain everything. Yeah, don't think you got to understand it all. I got an amazing plug and play system on the back end. Just to clear. What are you getting started today?
No, won't be today. I'm waiting on one of my deals to close. That way I'd have the cash to go ahead and pay for you guys.
Got it.
I got a wholesale deal that let me have the money necessary, and then we can get going.
All right. When is the closing date? Do you have a closing date yet or no?
It should be next. It should be on the 30th. So actually, 1 week from now, exactly. So
Okay.
yep.
I like it. All right. Who wants to go next?
Do you guys have a limit of a purchase price of a property? Say
No.
no. Okay.
No, I mean, just to give you an idea, Ronnie, I've done about 250 deals in the West Coast, California in the last couple of years. That's by far the most expensive thing out there. So no, that's irrelevant to me.
Gotcha. Okay, because I live the east of the Bay Area, so right here homes go for say purchase price like that's a distressed property, probably like around 300,000. But if you go to San Jose in the Bay Area, it will be around like 1.1 or
Yeah,
800,000.
that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But by the way, having said that, let me kind of expand on that answer. You could do deals anywhere with me. I have partners living in one part of the country. They've never done a deal where they live. They do it all over the place. I have infrastructure all over the United States at this point.
Okay, gotcha. And then how would you run that? So, would I have to? They'll send me like invoices, like pictures and stuff, and I'll send it to you guys, or
We got a
like
system. We got dashboards. We got everything in play.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Sorry
Gotcha.
about that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And I have another
Now,
question, but yeah.
no, no,
Yeah.
fire away. Go ahead.
Um. Okay. So, do you guys say if I find a deal and say I found a deal like outside of the software, is that okay too as well? As long as you guys do your due diligence and stuff.
Software has nothing to do with anything.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. It's just to look for deals. Yeah. Okay.
Completely.
Cool.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
Because
As long as they're direct to owner, I don't care how we get them.
Okay, gotcha. Because I have one right now that I'm looking at, but I'll send it to you guys. And I also want to know, like, if it would be better to do like a sub two, or just
We'll
like a
figure it
regular
all
fix
out.
and flip.
Once you get started with us, we'll go through onboarding right away and we'll get you to figure all that out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll show you how to do all that.
Okay.
Now, who are you talking to?
Sandra.
Sandra. So I heard you tell Roland you're in basically, right?
No, not yet and stuff,
No, no,
but I
but I
just
mean, you're
want.
going to start with us?
Yeah, yeah, for
When
sure.
you, when are you starting? Today? Or,
I believe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get everything and stuff ready.
okay. Well, why put off a day? If you're going to do tomorrow, why not do it today? Always
The
curious how
capital,
people think.
capital. I'll get it tomorrow. That's why. that
I
that I
got
need.
you.
Yeah,
Okay. You got a big windfall of money coming in tonight, huh?
yeah. No, it's just yeah. It's I got other stuff going on right now.
Listen,
I'm
I'm
having
picking on you. Ronnie, I'm picking on you.
yeah.
I just want to see how well you are at making decisions. Most people kind of aren't very good at making decisions.
Take a while. Yeah, yeah. So right now, today I'm actually busy too and stuff. I got a baby coming in probably like in 2 days.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, if you got 60 seconds, this could change your baby's name and could change your baby's future.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
All right. I love it. I love it. Well, thanks for being here. Who else? I think I saw we got a couple dark screens. Erica, Motorola Motors. Anybody else have a question for me or anything?
Hey, Erica, glad you made it on. I know you've been looking at us for a while here. Now would be a good time to ask any questions to Pete, if any. And then Motorola, didn't catch your name. If you want to introduce yourself, that would be ideal.
Anybody else, guys? By the way, if you don't have a question, that's okay too. I just wanna, I just need one. Um, all right. Well, it sounds like we're all questioned out, huh? Okay.
Sounds like
Well,
it, Pete.
listen.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I love it. Listen, guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time. I look forward to working with you guys. Everybody here should know how to get a hold of me. Whoever you're talking with, they got my cell phones and all this. So if you have any more questions beyond today, definitely let them know. But I look forward to working with you guys. Look forward to being a part of your guys' success story and making things happen. All right. Thanks, guys. Looking forward to it. Bye bye.